Hello, all you wonderful bookworms in New Jersey. Good to see you again. It's Mrs. Bankert, Mrs. White's mom. I'm ready to read a couple more stories to you. The weather here is beautiful. It's fall. Don't you love fall? I love fall. Fall is my favorite season, as I've told you before. I just wanted to show you briefly on a map, in case you haven't looked at a map of the United States lately. This is a map of the United States. And you all know, I bet you know how many states there are, don't you? I think I'm hearing you say 50 states. I just wanted to point out something to you. Where this red circle is, that's New Jersey. That's where you all are. Where the black circle is Winchester, Virginia, where I am. And then last week, I traveled all the way to Louisiana to visit my son. So this mark is where he is. Now, if you look at those things, they look pretty close, don't they? But it's not that close. As I told you, my house is 4 hours away from your house. My son's house was 16 hours away. That's almost driving all day long, isn't it? So things on a map might look small and close together, but they really are not. Maps are fun to look at. There's a lot of information on maps. This is an atlas of the world that has the maps of every country in the world. It's a nice thing to do. Well, in New Orleans, near New Orleans where my son lives, in Baton Rouge, it was hot. So I was happy to get back to the cool fall weather, as you know. We had a good time, but it was hot down there. They're having summer almost year-round down there. My first book today by Eric Carle, which as you know is my son's name is Eric, after Eric Carle. He always liked that. It's called Today is Monday. This is a different kind of book because it's just a series of one sentence at a time talking about food. Today is Monday. Today is Monday by Eric Carle. Today is Monday. Monday string beans. Think about that. And what animal is eating all those string beans? The dear old porcupine. He seems like a sweet animal, but he has a defense mechanism, doesn't he? That's a little scary. What does he have to defend himself or herself? Yes, these are called quills. And apparently they hurt pretty much. And that's his way of protecting himself. And apparently he likes string beans. Tuesday, spaghetti. Monday, string beans. So Eric Carle does that. Then he reminds you of what the other days were. He'll continue that way. And who's eating spaghetti? Snake. I don't know if they really would eat spaghetti. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, spaghetti. Monday, string beans. Soup, I would think. What do you think soup is? I'm not really sure myself. I'm going to say it's some kind of soup. Ask Mrs. White. She loves elephants. We don't know what they eat. Thursday, roast beef. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, spaghetti. Monday, string beans. The dear old cat. Eating roast beef. Friday, fresh fish. Thursday, roast beef. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, spaghetti. Monday, string beans. Now, we know a pelican. That makes sense. Birds would eat a lot of fish, probably. By the water. Saturday, chicken. Friday, fresh fish. Thursday, roast beef. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, spaghetti. And Monday, string beans. Now, we know that foxes do like chickens. My brother-in-law was a farmer, and he always had foxes stealing his chickens out of his chicken coop. Sadly. Sunday, ice cream. Saturday, chicken. Friday, fresh fish. Thursday, roast beef. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, spaghetti. Monday, string beans. How many days of the week are there? Of course, 7. I think he touched on them all, didn't he? Look at that monkey enjoying ice cream. A lot of his animals show up in other books, the same animals. All you hungry children, come and eat it up, says the dear parrot. And there are all the kids eating the foods. All around the table, every food is there. Do you think the animals really eat those foods, or is it the kids he's talking about? I don't know. Do you like string beans? Tell me. Do you like spaghetti? Do you like soup? Do you like roast beef? Do you like fish? That's on the table. Do you like chicken? They're all there. And do you like ice cream? Anybody else not like ice cream? I bet everybody likes ice cream. I like everything in that list. That's beautiful pictures, beautiful fun, and lots of foods. That's his first book. The second book I'm going to read, it's gotten very old, so I have to hold it together. It's called The Very Lonely Firefly. Remember we talked about how he makes insects have emotions just like people. You think any bugs are lonely? It's interesting to think of that, isn't it, if they're really lonely. The Very Lonely Firefly. He's a beautiful firefly. Big eyes, and there's the sun. As the sun set, a little firefly was born. It stretched its wings and flew off into the darkening sky. Did you ever catch fireflies? I did that when I was a kid. Put them in a jar and it lights up everything. It was a lonely firefly, and it flashed its light, searching for other fireflies. Eric Carl creates a darkening scene, and the bug is lighting up his tail there to try to attract some other fireflies. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a light bulb lighting up the night. And the people inside the house are saying, "Hear that noise?" Don't know what's going on. I don't think the firefly's making a noise. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a candle flickering in the night. Another person from the house, looks like the mom, says, "What's going on?" And the firefly keeps thinking there's another firefly. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a flashlight shining in the night. And the father's yelling, "Quiet out there." The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a lantern glowing in the night. And the boy is saying, "What is it?" And the girl is saying, "Hey, stop fighting." What's going on here? Anything to do with the firefly? I don't think so. The firefly saw several lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. There was a dog saying bow wow, and a cat saying meow meow, and look at their eyes. An owl, their eyes reflecting the lights. That means they're shining off of something else, making their eyes appear large and bright. That's reflecting, coming off of something else. Oh, and the owl is saying hoot. Excuse me, of course. The firefly saw a light and flew toward it, but it was not another firefly. It was a car's headlights flooding the night. And they are yelling, "Look, wow, it's beautiful." What are they seeing? What do you think they're seeing that could be beautiful at night? The firefly saw many lights and flew toward them, but they were not other fireflies. They were fireworks, sparkling and glittering and shimmering in the night. They're beautiful. When all was quiet, the firefly flew through the night, flashing its light, looking and searching again. Then the very lonely firefly saw what it had been looking for. A group of fireflies flashing their lights. Now this page is very neat because when the book was new, these would really light up. They actually have little batteries in the back of the book, and as soon as you'd open to that page, you'd see the flickering of all the fireflies. Unfortunately, it's old and doesn't work anymore. You know, it gets tired when too many kids open and close and open and close. But just know that the firefly was happy and found a lot of. There's usually not just one firefly somewhere, is there? You usually see a lot of them when you're outside. They're fun to look at, fun to catch, and fun to let go too. But that's our 2 books for today, bookworms. I have one little request for our bookworm bookwork. Would you just draw me pictures of all the things you can find in your house or outside your house that give light. All the things that give off light. Just take a piece of paper and fold it and put it in little boxes, and you could draw pictures, because there's some other things that I'm seeing in my house that weren't in the book that still give light. So, or even put some of the ones that they had too. But look around your house, see how many things you can find that give off light. Would you do that for me? Okay, I'll see you next time, bookworms. Keep reading. Bye.